My wife's bedroom fantasy went too far, and I'm struggling to cope. I never thought my marriage would come to this point, a place where I felt so distant from the woman I'd shared my life with for over 20 years. My wife, Lisa, and I had been married since our mid-20s. We'd built a home, raised two incredible teenagers, and weathered life's ups and downs together. But somewhere along the way, between the soccer practices and late nights at work, the intimacy we once had faded into the background. So when Lisa, 44, approached me, 45, with an idea to spice things up, I wanted to be open-minded. She asked if she could call me by another man's name in bed, said it was just a fantasy, a harmless way to rekindle the spark. I was hesitant, to say the least. It felt strange, uncomfortable even, but I didn't want to shut her down. I didn't want her to feel like her needs or desires didn't matter. So I agreed. That night, the air between us was thick with nerves and anticipation. We started slow, and I could tell she was anxious too. Then it happened. She said the name. Not mine, but someone else's. I felt it like a gut punch. She repeated it, louder this time, and while she seemed to grow more comfortable, I felt the opposite. It wasn't jealousy exactly. I didn't think she was cheating, but there was something deeply unsettling about hearing her call out another man's name while we were at our most vulnerable. I didn't say another name in return. I couldn't. The whole thing felt off, artificial, like I was playing a part in a story I hadn't signed up for. I almost couldn't finish, but I pushed through because I didn't want to ruin the moment she was clearly enjoying. But the truth is, I felt disgusted. Not with her, but with myself for going along with something that made me feel so uncomfortable. We haven't talked about it since. The morning after was quiet, awkward. I could tell she sensed that something was wrong, but neither of us brought it up. And now I'm stuck, unsure of how to have this conversation without making her feel rejected or ashamed. I love Lisa. I want to meet her halfway, to keep our marriage strong, but I also need to feel safe and secure in the one place where vulnerability is everything. I know we need to talk. I need to tell her that while I'm willing to explore ways to reconnect, this particular path isn't one I can walk down. I need her to understand that my discomfort isn't a rejection of her. It's a boundary I didn't realize I had until it was crossed. Marriage is about compromise, about understanding each other's needs and desires, but it's also about feeling seen, respected, and loved. And right now, I need to find a way to tell my wife that the man I want her to call out for is the one who's been by her side all along.